Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. This is week 46, our 2 Cents podcast. Catch us on Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes.
That's up front. Okay. All right.
I said Spotify. But yeah, thanks for hanging with us. Peace. Deuces.
Okay. Yeah, that's not the end of the show, Chris. I appreciate you for leading us down this path.
Nah. We're going in reverse. But anyways, yeah.
Moving on.
That was my mind this week. What are we doing this week? We're doing
To just get to it, bro. I don't want to spend another minute thinking about this movie.
Yeah, guys, Admir's had a long day.
Let's just do it.
Admir's had a long day, so I'm going to kind of steer the ship, which is not normal because there's more chances for us to sink.
That's fine. That's exciting.
Fine.
Sinking is fun.
You eat your tiramisu.
I'm going to eat my tiramisu.
We got Glass this week, or Grass. But
might as well have been watching grass grow. Don't the shit.
M. Night Shyamalan, shout out to our boy, directed this movie. Sequel to Split and Unbreakable. Mm-hmm. We're only going to be doing a spoiler review. We don't need to do a non-spoiler review.
Nope.
We're distancing from that BS.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we have better things to review than a non-spoiler edition.
Yep.
Did you watch Unbreakable and Split?
I did not watch Unbreakable because it came out in the year 2000, and I don't care. I did watch Split because McAvoy is kind of GOAT, and I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed Split.
Okay, yeah, me too. I mean, I've seen Unbreakable.
Okay.
It's a very 9 a.m. TNT type of movie.
Yes, it is.
But it's okay. I mean, it fits the year it was in. It was a very early 2000s type of movie.
That's fine.
The guy Bruce Willis, and even though I'm kind of mixed on him, I don't know about you.
You know, I have an appreciation for Bruce Willis. He's always in garbage most of the time nowadays, especially in his sort of older age. He doesn't seem to hit the right films. He has a certain charisma about him. And even in this movie, you can see it. He's very sort of, he's got very piercing eyes. He's got that sort of worn look on his face, like he's been through shit. And he conveys it really without talking too much. So, you know, he's not the best actor in Hollywood right now, but I tend to gravitate towards him. Like, there's a certain amount of respect I have for him.
Well, you can only go for one of us.
Yippee-ki-yay.
But yeah, I mean, you got McAvoy now. I was also excited for McAvoy because McAvoy was really GOAT in Split.
Yeah.
And then Samuel, it's just an all-star cast.
So this was the thing. This cast is fully loaded.
Because you got, what's her name? Paulson, too.
Yeah.
Sarah Paulson.
She plays the psychiatrist, right?
Yeah, whatever her name was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't recall right now. Dude, this cast, the three of them are...
Four.
What?
Four.
Four of them, sorry. The four of them are fully loaded. Let's not say class A, B plus at least. Everybody on this is a B plus actor, right? Mm-hmm. So you have it right there.
All right. Well, let me give you my
Go ahead.
My 2 cents.
Oh, funny.
I mean, I don't know about you. I like Shyamalan. I don't love him. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he's been through a roller coaster.
Right.
For start off hot, went through a huge downfall, and then I think I see like a slow climb.
Yeah.
And kind of.
Split was like the return.
Yeah, I mean, some people argue that the visit was decent.
I haven't seen that. It looked interesting.
I don't care enough.
Okay.
But yeah. I like that he's made like his own kind of grounded superhero world.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, we're gonna be very, careless.
Very split.
No, we're gonna be very careless with our words here because, for many reasons, I really have very few filters right now. So very long day. So I do respect him for what he does in the sense that he makes his movie.
Yeah, he does his own shit now.
Whether it hits or not, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. He does his own shit, and I feel like he's always done his own shit. And for a guy who's been in Hollywood for quite a while now, I mean, this is like mid-'90s, I think he started, so we're almost looking at a 2+ decade career directing big, nation, international-wide releases. And he's done his own shit. Essentially, I don't know his entire sort of work, and I don't know how much of it strays away from who he is and all that. But the sense I get is people know what a Shyamalan movie is.
Yeah.
In this, like, in the same way people know what a Christopher Nolan movie is.
They're their own genre.
Yeah, they do their own thing, and people know. And I respect that, because it takes a lot to do your own thing, even in the face of criticism and you're past it and all that stuff.
Well, all right. Yeah, I agree, because when Shyamalan started, I think there was so much hype with Sixth Sense, and
this is a great biographical look at Shyamalan.
That's what we're doing.
It's so good we're doing this.
Well, Shyam's his cousin, so we gotta talk about that. All right, we'll breeze through this one, then we'll get to the movie.
Go ahead.
I think when Shyamalan started with Signs and with Sixth Sense, there was this expectation that he's gonna be great.
He's gonna hit that height.
And then he's got to be producing banger after banger.
Yeah.
So when he started falling off a bit, and then everyone started losing faith in him, I think it kind of got to him, and he's just like, screw it, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
I feel like that's what you have to do, man. Like when everything goes to shit, you have to rely on the fact that what got you there is what is going to get you through it. And it's not just directors. We're talking about actors. We're talking about singers. And I think with music, you see this a lot, because music is very aggressive when people release some new shit. Fans are very aggressive with it. Yeah. We can take Eminem, for example. Like, you might not like Eminem's new shit. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. You can make a very decent argument about how he was better back in the day. My thing is, I don't have this idea of his tainting his legacy, and his rank in top 10s and top 15 lists is slowly slipping because he's releasing subpar albums. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as, this is a dude who wants to do his own shit. Dude, do your own shit. Like, he's earned the merit to churn out garbage if he wants to. Like, he's done. Same thing with Kanye West. I don't listen to Kanye West anymore. I don't do his recent music.
Me either. But you have his old things to fall back on.
Yeah, his first 4 albums, for example, are what I always go back to. And nothing that he's going to release new is going to taint that for me. This is my way of looking at it, right? Other people want to do his whole career work and all that, and that's fine. I think that's a separate conversation. But same with Shyamalan. Like, the one movie I've seen prior to Split, I actually haven't seen his big films like Signs and...
You haven't seen Signs?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen these movies.
What about Sixth Sense?
I haven't.
Good.
Yeah, I haven't seen these. The one movie of his that I've seen before Split was Devil, and it's the movie in the elevator.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that movie, I saw it when I was like maybe 13, 14, something like that. It's a very interesting film. And I think there's a trend with him in that he always has an interesting premise. There's always an interesting premise with him. His execution, you can question and you can critique, but I feel like he always is a guy who's going to conjure up some new shit for you to watch. And there's always this twist that he always likes to put in a film. And we'll talk about the twist and all that thing in here, but it tends to keep audiences engaged instead of just tuning out and expecting it to end in sort of that, denouement, we're done here sort of way. He doesn't do that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, now that we're done with the...
So that's my defense before I completely tear into this shit.
Yeah, okay. So I can't say I was hyped for this movie because it's
completely unnecessary.
Again, I like Split, but I don't love his work and these movies enough for me to get OD hyped about. Yeah. Like, come on, the only thing I'm going to be hyped about in the next 3 months is Game of Thrones, and that's too far away. So right now I'm in the very chill zone.
Sure.
But yeah, all right. So now that we kind of got that out of the way, the movie itself, you want to go first or you want me to take this?
You can go, man.
All right. Now, before I punch the gut of this movie.
The gut, the groin,
I'll start it off on a more lighter tone and say that the first half is decent or more enjoyable.
So I want to ask, do you mean first half as in the time of the film, or do you mean 1.5 sort of, what is it? The first, second, and third, what are they called?
Acts.
So are you referring to the first act and the second-ish act?
I think it's the
Or do you mean the hour?
I think
the first hour. Okay.
All right, let me get the positives out of the way.
Sure.
Acting is there. I think McAvoy does his shtick, dude. McAvoy's so good.
He's really good in this too.
He's so freaking good.
He's easily the best thing in this movie,
dude,
by a mile.
His ability to switch character to character is insane. I think that's very underlooked.
He does it very convincingly. The one negative on that point is because his characters range in tone, right? because he's got a kid in there. He's got this older lady. Obviously, he's got this beast shit. So he's got a lot going on in him. The issue I have is there'll be times when it's funny when I don't feel it should be funny.
Right. I think they overuse the kid part too much.
Yeah. Etc. Etc. Like that's
Drake and Nicki Minaj.
like that sort of dialogue for me is very cheap. It's very cheap.
Yeah, we'll get to the
It's
ratings.
Clearly to get a pop out of the audience. Oh shit, he's talking about Drake. Like, I don't. What does it matter to me that he's talking about Drake? He's not conveying anything. What message is he conveying?
They're trying to convey he's a kid. Like, you've established that he's a kid with the voice and everything.
Yeah, so stuff like that. But yeah, we can go on.
Yeah, I mean, that's more of the nitpicky parts. No, but he's great. I think Willis does his thing. I think Willis is very Willis in this movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he does his job. He's fine.
Samuel Jackson played... Well, you haven't seen Unbreakable, but yeah, he plays Mr. Glass.
Right.
Similarly to how he did in Unbreakable.
Yeah.
So that's there. Paulson, I think, was good.
Uh-huh.
Her character... yeah.
It's the dialogue she had, man.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, I guess...
And we're done with the positives.
All right, but let me talk about why I like the first half a little.
Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know if you agree with me on
No,
that
you can
one.
go ahead. I don't know yet. We'll see what you say.
It's the fact that they're imprisoned in the beginning.
Right. Okay.
That, for me, that was interesting. And that was probably the best way you could kind of start this off.
Can I ask you a question?
Ask me, my son.
If she's convincing them that they're regular people, right? Mm-hmm. Why are there these elaborate ass security measures to keep them there?
I don't know.
Can you explain? Because that shit makes zero sense to me. If somebody's looking at me and saying I'm a regular person, and then meanwhile they're sticking me into like a 50 foot deep granite hole and be like, well, you might get out of this. That's why we put you here.
Lights.
Like, what you mean? Which one is it? Am I a freak that you're trying to keep contained, or are you trying to convince me I'm not a freak? Like, that for me was a little bit. My guy, dude. Before I go on a tangent, okay, McAvoy's character, he has a bed that he can throw at the lights to break them.
And clearly he has no problem picking stuff up.
So I'm just there like,
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe the lights will stop him if they see him trying to do some shit.
He doesn't try though. Like, a part of me is like, can't you just break them?
Yeah, these guys are built up as like some superhuman things, and then it's...
Were you convinced by the arguments she was making to them, and that they were slowly being convinced that they were regular people?
Not at all. Not at all. She was just chatting to me.
Dude.
She was just chatting.
I don't understand this. There's clearly more than one example of them being outrageously freakish.
Besides, like, fighting each other.
Yeah. So what'd you like the first hour?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man.
I liked it.
I didn't say I didn't like the first hour, by the way. I said it was decent.
Okay.
To be fair.
Sure.
Because I think it was, everything was set up for something decent, I feel like.
Yeah, I felt so too. I liked the overarching theme of people are going to squash other people who are different, right? It's very similar to the X-Men.
Yeah.
It's very similar. Mr. Glass is essentially playing a Magneto-ish character, right?
And you also use, he's like manipulating the two.
Yeah, he's playing them against each other, right? Now, that's fine with me. Like, I don't have an issue with that theme or where the plot wanted to go. It's just, again, there's moments, like I just mentioned, where it's like she's convincing them that they're regular people, but they're believing her so quickly with, like, really no pushback. Like, if Bruce Willis has lived 19 years as this dude who is unbreakable, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. This woman has been talking to him for 2 days.
And she figures him out.
And not only does she figure him out, she almost convinces him that the past 19 years have not happened. All the freakish shit he's done does not exist. What?
This movie, dude, was so rushed, and it was just a conglomerate of just nothing.
There's certain moments that are so, like, I call them like pivot plot points, right? So the plot's heading in one direction, and then something big happens, right? And then we go in another direction. The example I'll give you, when he first finds the cheerleaders tied up,
right?
He goes in, he breaks them free, they fight, they fall out the window. What happens? The entire PD is there. Mm-hmm. What? Why didn't they go save the girls? Who was going to save the girls?
They came too late.
But then why are they ready for them to fall out the window and just be like, aha, gotcha?
Dude, I mean, let's get to the script then, because this script, in my opinion,
completely
was garbage.
Yeah, I mean, the script is very difficult to follow at times. It's not even difficult. It's just childish. Dude, I am sick and tired of directors telling me things that I clearly can figure out on my own.
I think it's just they really have no faith in the audience.
I don't know.
And I don't know. It's Shyamalan. That's the thing.
I don't know. Like, there's certain... Like, this beating you over the head about it being a comic book. I can piece it together that it's a comic book.
And they tell you every 5 minutes that it's a comic book origin story.
The villains are getting together. I'm like...
Oh, look, the main characters is an origin story.
I'm like, are you trying to be like Deadpool-y? Like, what are you trying to...
You can't. That's not the tone.
I don't even know what the tone was, by the way.
Yeah.
It was a horror movie at times. It was suspenseful. It was a comedy. Tone was all over the place. All over the place, man.
I mean, all right. But yeah, I mean, I guess that going back to the positives, I just think everything was set up for like a decent thing. And here's the part where they're all together.
Yeah.
What a missed opportunity.
Yeah. No interaction between them.
You could have had that moment, if it was done correctly, could have saved the movie. Well, not saved the movie, but could have made it at least
more bearable.
More bearable. Because you got three awesome three really good actors.
Yeah.
McAvoy being one of them, the main one. You could... Mr. Glass hasn't talked yet by that point.
Yeah, he hasn't.
So you could use his sounds or something, but you could it could be like a yin and yang thing between Willis and McAvoy.
Or something.
And it builds up.
Really anything.
You could use that to build up a showdown. I don't know what showdown we got, because that just, I don't know.
All right, so I want to talk about this thing.
All right. So that was...
Go ahead.
Just, I guess, acting and just decent build up.
Okay, McAvoy's fantastic. In this movie, McAvoy's fantastic. Bruce Willis is okay. Samuel L. Jackson is okay. I haven't seen...
Paulson's okay, too.
Paulson's okay. I haven't seen The Unbreakable. I don't know what that story is. I don't feel like I needed to understand this movie. The Son. Pointless as shit.
I want to get to this.
Pointless as shit. My dude tries...
He's the worst part of the movie, by the way.
I don't know what The Son is in this movie.
Dude, his acting was garbage.
I don't know what he's doing in this movie. What does he do? Can you tell me what he does?
Bro, he talks to his dad when he fights crime.
He does nothing in this movie.
I didn't...
Like, the part about him trying to go and convince the psychiatrist to let his dad out is so bad from a comedy perspective, and it's so tonally deaf.
It was comedy perspective?
It was supposed to be jokey.
It was?
Yeah, because she makes a line about, like, and then you mentioned how your father found 3 screaming girls, which you were so happily to act out in my whatever thing. And I'm like, this is not funny. It's not a funny movie, bro. It's not supposed to be a comedy. Why the hell are we cracking jokes every 5 minutes in the weirdest moments? Why are we doing that? The second thing. This is supposed to house 3 monsters. This psychiatry place. Okay? Mm-hmm. I have never seen a more empty asylum in my life. There's literally 4 workers in this building, dog.
And they're trash.
It's the size of a mansion. There's like 4 or 5 people working here. My guy's giving out advice to, you gotta drink your vitamin D or else your body can't absorb the other nutrients. Meanwhile, he's like going around in his wheelchair doing all this shit. Like, dude, you have to be a little bit less, I don't know, straightforward with important plot points. That is so important that he escapes because everything else follows from that. How does he escape? My guy is like talking to him and okay.
Speaking of, look what's in the back. Glass advertising.
The number one movie in America. I mean, a lot of movies have held that title. Doesn't mean much.
That's true.
But that for me was like outlandish. Another thing I want to talk about. The weirdest use of POV camera lens I've seen in a long time. Who the hell who thought this was the move? I'm not trying to see McAvoy's face 2 inches from the screen, dog.
You need to back up. Like, you need to back up. Dude,
It was so
I don't know
comfortable.
what Shyamalan's direction was. This was the most again. I've seen Avatar when I was like young as shit, so I'm not gonna count that.
Yeah.
But this is the most lost I've seen him from a direction standpoint, whatever the word is.
Dude, some of these camera lens decisions were so outrageously weird and I didn't know what you were trying to convey. Like, I get, like, we watched The Favorite, and The Favorite uses fishbowl lenses constantly.
But it works.
It works because that's like the tone of the film. It's like this quirky, weird thing, right?
This one doesn't have a tone.
What the hell is the POV camera? Like, when they're like grappling with each other and it just looks so uncomfortable.
Son, I'm telling you, I've done that for some of my projects in school.
Dude, it looks so bad on the screen. You're like, why are we transitioning from like a lens of them fighting from a distance and now we're looking at their face and then back to a distance and then back to their face? Like, there was no flow. There was no flow
Absolutely
to any of the fight scenes. Hey, the first fight scene I thought was okay. The first, when they first
it was good. It was good to like kind of set it off.
Yeah, it was fine. But Jesus, after that, wow. Okay, dude, POV camera lens. Pfft, I have no idea.
Very questionable decisions.
Very questionable.
I think we're gonna get to this. All right,
Third act, the act that would never end.
No. We'll get to the third act. For me, just the usage of his son and Casey and the Glass's mom. What?
I mean, they were supposed to be like a team, I guess.
What are we doing?
Zero.
There's no development at all.
I think they interact with each other 0% up until the last scene. I don't think they react with. Oh yeah, they do. Right before they break out, they talk to each other. That's it. And they're supposed to be the, quote, main character.
And what is this relationship McAvoy's character has with Casey?
I don't understand this.
Hugging each other
Some
and shit?
Stockholm syndrome.
What is this,
shit.
like rainbows and peaches?
I don't know what that was. I really... I've seen films attempt to do this. They make a monster in the first movie, and in the subsequent film, they try to bring that monster down to a humanized level. I'll tell you the one other example where it's so dog shit, I will never ever revisit it.
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre released a
2009.
2000, no, not 9.
7?
No, it was like 11.
13. Okay. Maybe.
The point of that movie, spoiler alert, screw that movie. The point of that movie is
I just remembered something.
the granddaughter of the of like some distant family of this of Jedediah, whatever Leatherface's name is, goes to this house, finds him there in the basement, lets him loose, and then throughout the movie, you're supposed to be convinced that there's a love relationship, like a weird cousin sister thing, whatever that is, right? Dude, I have never seen a worse attempt at trying to convince me that a dude who's slaughtered, like, you can't come back from this. You can't make a person who's killed people with a damn hacksaw relatable. It's not doable. I am sorry. And this movie tries to go that route with this relationship. My dude is straight up eating people. He's eating people, he's eating girls, and by the way, are we still doing this virgin cleanse thing, by the way, in films? Can we move on? It's not the 90s anymore. How many white girls are people going to kill on screen? Jesus Christ. Can we move on, man?
Dude, I don't...
Dude, the cheerleader shit is so overplayed. It's so early 2000s garbage horror movie stuff. I cannot believe this was in this movie.
I don't even know, man, because I think Shyamalan has enough influence to kind of for studios to not be bulging into shit. You know,
he's making money, so clearly.
But he funded this himself.
Yeah, but there you go. I mean, he's making his money back.
Yeah,
I mean, Blumhouse got involved too, so was a Blumhouse production as well.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Just that just bad. I mean, Glass's mom. She's the least one you kind of.
She's never sad, by the way.
Yeah, your son is really taking meat, and you're just mad nonchalant.
My dude just fell out of his wheelchair. She's not crying at all. Like, my guy's about to die. Not crying. Zero crying. All right, third act, because we got to wrap this up.
All right, let's go.
Third act. The third act starts. This movie is 2 hours. The third act starts at minute 61.
And then 51, you think?
Whatever it starts. It's at the halfway point, and it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on. It doesn't stop. When the hell was this movie supposed to end? I don't know.
Do you remember anything from that ending? Because what the hell happened?
They fight, SWAT team comes and kills them. That's the ending. That's the ending.
I would.
Sans twist.
Yeah.
That's the ending.
Oh, I know. It's you build up this beast from McAvoy, and then you have Bruce. Like what?
Yeah, this reminds me, by the way.
I'm just so.
The
tired.
psychiatrist tells the girl, "You need to go stop him now." Excuse me. What? What?
What you mean I gotta stop?
My guy, the dude is literally eating people, and she goes to a girl who's about, I don't want to say 16,
He
17.
was in high school.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to go hug that dude real quick. Yo, real quick.
I know you've been emotionally traumatized
by that said person,
but fix that.
But go.
Good looks, cuz.
Yo, oh my word, dog. Did you like the twist at least? I don't know. Let's just get to that.
Like I don't even know what the twist was at this point.
The twist was that the world saw them, I guess.
Yeah. All right. I couldn't even focus on that because I was just so baffled at the Sarah Paulson character direction. I don't even remember her name, to be honest.
Dog, what is it with the cloverleaf tattoo? Was that from Unbreakable?
I don't remember, dude. It's been like a year since I've seen it. But she comes into the restaurant and they just stop, and then she's like, "Yeah, we're
There's
good."
never an explanation of who these people are.
I'm like, "Wait, what?"
They're meant to kill heroes. It's literally
or keep superhumans a secret. I'm like,
it's the same shit. It's the same motivation Lex Luthor has in Batman vs Superman. Same exact motivation.
all right, well,
Yeah. Well.
but what was that? That's a completely different arc.
Yeah.
Because that's grand. That's some grand scale type of thing.
Yeah.
My guy Shyamalan tried to put a Marvel Cinematic Universe in a 2-hour movie.
Way too much, dude.
Dude, do your thing. Your formula was working. I understand it's your third and final one, and you kind of want to make it grand scale, but
I think the reason Split was so good is literally because it was grounded in
it's your own.
4 or 5 people, and it doesn't get out of control.
This one gets out.
This is out of control. There's a secret society you learn about. There's this whole underworld of other superheroes that they've apparently killed. They go from city to city killing these people. I mean, okay, are you throwing this all at us in the last 5 minutes? And then there's the whole world now knows that they're superheroes. Like, okay, dog, sure, why not? Let's go with that. Anyway, scores, Chris. Let's just get this out the way.
And I'll give this. Sheesh.
I'm going 5. I'm just going 5.
I was gonna go 5, but that's low key being a little too nice.
I'm going 5.
4.7.
Whatever. I almost fell asleep. I didn't. So there you go.
I'm giving it 4.7.
There you go.
It's. I didn't want to. It's too early to be giving out below 5s. But
my year's starting out like garbage at the theaters. We got to watch Vice. Yeah. Bring this back up.
I mean, look. Go if you're gonna watch the movie. You're gonna get McAvoy. You're gonna get.
It's fine. Yeah, if you're a huge fan of McAvoy, you'll enjoy it. If you don't care about McAvoy, sheesh.
Big yikes.
You best love Shyamalan. You best love his shit. Otherwise,
so he has a really big cult following.
I mean, again, props to him for keeping true to himself. But damn, this execution, not clean at all. Not clean at all.
Hollywood needs me, Mir. Hollywood needs me.
Go rescue it, man. Go rescue it. Wow. Go make your own verse.
Let's rescue Hollywood.
Let's rescue Hollywood. Hashtag rescue Hollywood. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. Chris, I appreciate you taking the lead on this.
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
You'll take the lead on the next episode, too. We're going to be talking about True Detective, episode number 3.
Y'all should peep that.
Y'all should peep that, of course. Yeah. Well, Chris rattled off where the hell we're located in the beginning of the episode.
Saved us some time.
Thank you, Chris. So very forward thinking.
Oh, by the way, guys, we're also on YouTube now. If you guys want to.
Oh yeah, we are. That's true. What's the name of the
R2 Cents?
R2 Cents.
There's a space
in between the words.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just R2 Cents.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it there, folks. R2 Cents. Everything will be up there.
The brand's expanding, Mir.
Oh, we're eating into the Collider brand.
Yeah. Worldwide.
They should watch out for us. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with us as always. Peace.
Deuces.